Hi guys, I'm Stephanie and this is Steph Stove. And if you love stewed apples in the fall, well today we're making the summertime version of that, stewed peaches. These are super easy to make. They're perfect where you can have them with breakfast. You can have them as a side dish with lunch or dinner, and they can even be a dessert. What could get better? So let me show you how to do it. To get started, we've got about 4 medium-sized peaches that I've already washed thoroughly and removed any portion of the stem. And I've got a little scrap bowl here. We're going to go through and very easily slice these. I'm going to take the top and the bottom portion off. And then I want to slice these where I get as little of the flesh removed as possible. I just really want just barely the peel. You want these on peaches that are somewhat ripe. They don't need to be very firm, but you want these just where they're starting to ripen. And remember, as I peel these back, we're going to go in and we're going to save these skins. And if you don't have a purpose to use them, like for peach scrap syrup, peach scrap jelly, then you can save these in the freezer until you get more, or until you're just ready to do it. Let's see if I can just peel this one with my hand. I might be able to. Little portion. Beautiful. Get that off. That's a good sign. All right. Now, after we get our pretty little peach, isn't that pretty, peeled, we're going to come in and we're going to slice this down in sections. Now, the sections that I want are about little diced pieces just about like that are, I would say, about 1/2 inch size. Little wedges. Think about, like I said, when we're doing stewed apples, how we have that little wedge. We want the same thing for our peaches. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to chop all of these up. Get our nice little slices here. And then we'll be right back. Get that last one in there. Just like that. Right, now that I've got all of our peaches nice and sliced right here, then we're going to go ahead and get ready to cook these. Now, I thought it would be appropriate to do this in my cast iron skillet, but not only that, this is my Georgia cast iron skillet. So Lodge makes these, and again, I showed you the America 250 one I got, and I just bought this one as well, but they did several of the states, and Georgia was one of them. There's multiple other states listed on there, but I thought how much more appropriate for doing Georgia peaches in my Georgia cast iron skillet. So to get it started, we are going to come in and add, I'm going to guesstimate this is probably, I have some butter that I've had at room temperature, so that's probably about a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half. Put that in the bottom of the cast iron skillet and go ahead and turn it over medium heat. And we want this to heat up until our butter begins to melt. So since I had this at room temperature, I'll just kind of smear it around, let it kind of get a head start. It didn't take long to go ahead and melt, because I think my husband and I were out just a few minutes ago and it was 98 degrees still. So it is super, super hot. And this is just going to be a luscious treat. Get all this butter melted. All right, our butter is getting nice and melty. So now I'm going to take my peaches and I'm going to kind of line these up. And I want them in a single layer, kind of around the pans, because I want that butter to start to caramelize the peaches. Let's go around. This is a 12-inch skillet. For those of you that saw when I did the America 250 one, that was actually a 10-inch. But the one for the state, like the Georgia one, is actually just a little bit larger, which will be perfect for this. Because I want that nice surface area to brown all these edges. It's going to get buttery good. Turn it around. And again, we tried to cut these in about 1/2 inch pieces, mostly so they would be about the same size when they're cooking. because if we can have everything the same size when it's cooking, it'll cook a little bit more evenly, which is our goal. Make a little center line here as well. Start hearing this sizzle too. It's a little small. I may have to just eat it. Try very carefully to get them all fit in here. You may have to kind of move them around. Just make sure they're all in here. After all of our peaches are in the pan, we're going to leave these alone and let these cook. Again, this is still over medium heat. This is going to cook for about 3 to 5 minutes. And I'm just going to kind of go in with my tongs every few minutes and turn them so I'll get equal kind of caramelization on both sides. So while these are caramelizing, I'm going to watch them carefully and then flip as needed. I'll see you back in about 3 to 5 minutes. All right, these have been cooking for just a few minutes. I'm going to kind of come in and see if I can do these all at once. Take these and I'm going to flip these over. They've got a little nice browning. Look at that. Starting to come on the sides, and that's exactly what we want, that caramelization. Go in. All of these flipped. Now, if they don't line up perfectly after we flip them, that's perfectly fine. It's just a nice indicator so you can see where did you start. We've still got plenty of butter in the bottom. They're already starting to cook and soften. Just like you think of those apples. Look at that one. Saucy good like that. Yum, yum, yum. And we haven't even added all the goodness to it yet. All right, we've been going about 4 minutes now, and we've got some good, look at the juices coming out on top of the butter. It's exactly what we want. Now, to this, we are going to add some maple syrup to it, and you want pure maple syrup that you're adding to this. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons. Let me get all my peaches kind of to the center because I want this drizzled over them. There's 1 tablespoon. 2 tablespoons. I'm going to do just a hair more. I'll do 2.5. How about that? Let that kind of sauce up around them. Doesn't that look delicious? And then we're also going to add into it, because just like apples have cinnamon, we're going to add some cinnamon to this too. So I'm going to add half a teaspoon of cinnamon, because remember, this is the apple's summer cousin, the peaches. So that was half of a teaspoon of cinnamon. We're going to add 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground ginger. Kind of really wake it up here. Kind of blend this together. Coat those nicely. And just be gentle when you're doing this portion, because we don't want our peaches broken up. Look at that. Look how good that already looks. Now they're getting sweet, they're caramelized, covered in the honey and these beautiful, beautiful spices. If you like other spices, you could definitely add those as well, but it's just kind of the classic here. Then we're going to brighten it up, so we're going to add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice to it. So it's nice and fresh and bright. Now we're going to make sure all of this is incorporated. And then we're going to let this continue to cook, dropping our temperature down to about a low temperature. And this is going to cook for anywhere, you can do this, I would say 5 to 8 minutes or longer, depending on what your personal preference is. It's going to be the softness of the peaches, because we want them very soft, just like we're having our stewed apples. Think of that same consistency. And it's just going to break these down and get those flavors even more just concentrated. All right, so I'm going to kind of keep these together, keep a little watch on this. Remember, we've got it on a low temperature. I'm probably going to go about 5-6 minutes on these, and then we'll be back to add just a couple more ingredients. All right, these have been simmering about 5 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn it off. Grab this, I'm going to remove it from the heat, put it over here, move you over, get you a little closer so you can see this. Now, to this, we're going to add, and make sure you always do this off of the heat. I'm going to take some vanilla extract, and we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract to it. And I said there was a few ingredients. The next one is a little optional. I like to add just a little bit more butter to it, just to kind of round it out. Get that in there. And then we are just going to move this around to make sure everything is well incorporated. That vanilla covers everything. That little extra touch of butter just gets it more buttery goodness, because again, butter is yummy. Move this together. Now it'll be a little looser at this point, but what you need to do is let it sit for at least 2 minutes. And while you do, that sauce will get even thicker and come together and saucier. And like I said, this is perfect. You can have this for breakfast. You can have this over your pancakes or your waffles for breakfast. You can have this for lunch, just as a little treat. You can have this if you have chicken. It is great with chicken as a side dish. If you're cooking pork, you can have this over a pork roast, absolutely delicious, or pork chops. You can have a dessert as a big bowl of this. You can serve this over vanilla ice cream, pound cake, just delicious. So let's give this about 2 minutes to sit, and then we're going to give it a taste. I'm Stephanie, and this has been Steph Stove. For today, we made these gorgeous, look at that, stewed peaches. It's our stewed apples, little summer cousin. Look at that. Ooh. Caramelly. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Delicious. And good enough, you can have them 3 times a day. You can have them for breakfast with your pancakes or waffles, over a biscuit. You can have them as a side dish with your lunch or dinner. Beautiful over a pork roast with chicken, over steak. Nice to help with those good, luscious meats to go with it. Or you can top it over ice cream. You can even have it by itself. Super good. So delicious. So I do hope you try this with your family, and I hope you enjoy these wonderful stewed peaches. Another southern summer treat. So remember, give us a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button for more great content like this. Steph Stove, we're making memories, one dish at a time. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day.